Man was staring at the big generator. She never thought that she would have liked there, and but fate brought her there. There was no one in that house. Everyone was at work. They came back at night. One felt so alone there because she didn't know where her husband was. She didn't see him after the year of marriage. She remembered his face and saw him only in photos. He was not interested in marrying her. She wanted to go to her place. She didn't want to live there as his wife because she thought that he didn't even want to look at her. And he didn't look at her on the wedding day. It was a small ceremony, but he was looking angry and forced. His eyes were on someone else. He didn't even want to look at her. Her face was covered with a veil. She was staring at him because she was also forced. The only person who talked with her was his brother. He was very kind. His mother was also kind, but she didn't have time because she was a businesswoman. Once she remembered when his brother saved her, she was always thankful to her. There was a horrible day for me when Mrs. Jones saved her because flashback. Once she was falling because her so-called friends left her there. She didn't know that place. She went there on vacation. She believed them. They were jealous of her. She hated her to hurt her. She hated her. And so they hurt her. They left her there. It was scary yet pretty place. It was not in a country. She was so scared. No one was there. She thought that it would be a prank, but it wasn't. It was a trap for her. Her cell phone was not working. She sat there while crying, hoping that her friends would come back, but her date was. And she decided to ask for help. She was scared to go on the road, but she gathered confidence and go. One was staying at the road with her. She was waiting for a car to pass, and then a car passed by her at full speed. One was about to fall down. She looked at the car and she got more heartbroken because it didn't ask her. Suddenly, that car came back and once Mrs. Judd pulled down the glasses, and she stared at one from head to toe. Flashback ended, and one was still staring at the stand. She never knew that she would marry one of her sons one day, but all had happened so suddenly. One saw him before marriage, but he never looked at her. She wasn't hurt because she didn't care or interested. She was engaged to someone else before marriage, and that man was so kind. Sometimes she missed him and beautiful clothes. She was thinking about her life, and suddenly her life changed and became so rich. She didn't want it. She wanted it, but she found no peace in it. She was happy with her fiance. He was not, but she did everything for him. Her family lived happily. They were not very like his family. She felt alone. She was in her mind, but suddenly Jung Ji Hoon entered. She looked at him and smiled. He was not boring or his family. His intentions was pure. She sat down and said, Mom wants you to come, please, so you have to go with me. But why never go there? She got nervous. And he helped her while on the way to his mother's cabin. She was thinking why Mrs. Jung wanted her to see the company. They walked past the cabin of Jung and he saw them. He thought that she was the one of his brother's friends, and he didn't see her properly because he wasn't interested, so he didn't recognize her. He thought that his brothers were dumb after seeing Diana Ji-hoon. He thought that she was one of his gold-plated friends. He ignored them because he never said anything to his brother. When Ji-hoon went to his mother's cabin, it was a huge company. Man went crazy after seeing me because she only saw these type of companies in movies. She was looking at her with an eyes. When Ji-hoon entered the room and Mrs. Joy smiled after seeing them. Come on, we like it. My noodle and baby was so kind with her. I thought that you would be feeling bored at home. Now you can come here at any time. I want you to give these files in the meeting room. Me, yes, and it's not that difficult. You have to cause it in that room. She shot a room from the glass window. I noted and she didn't want to deny. She grabbed the files and got up while her rags were shaving. She didn't have the confidence. She was afraid of strangers. Fine, Wagner, don't lie. I don't think he remembers her. Wagner slowly opened the door as heartbeat was so fast. She peeped inside and he was talking. She didn't want to face him because she found him so rude. She wasn't afraid of him. She just didn't want to face him. She entered and he looked at her. He didn't remember, so he thought that she was one of the gold diggers who found of his brother. How dare you enter here? Who are you and what do you want? These files, Mrs. Joe asked me to give it to you. Mom knows I'm in a meeting room and she can't say this. Believe me, I'm not lying. He got more business and looked at the businessman who was sitting looking at them and he felt insulted. Get out of here right now. I don't like to talk to cheap and childish people like you, so get out. She nodded and walked out. Ignore, let's talk about the project. He again explaining, not knowing he just insulted his own wife who he didn't remember. After getting insulted, Mary felt so bad tears formed her as he entered the room and Mrs. Jeff fell after seeing her. What happened? He said he didn't want anything and then man told her everything and Mrs. Jeff felt so bad because Mrs. Jeff didn't want that. She wanted him to notice her, to recognize her, but after hearing her, she got angry. After the meeting, Jung entered the room and his mother was sitting in full age. She went there to tell her one of his brothers friend entered between the meeting. Why did you insult her? She asked and her tone was harsh. Because it's gold digger trying to me and don't embarrassed and why did Jion bring his friends to company? I don't like it. You didn't ask her, you insulted and Jion is not a friend. I sent her to you because she is your wife. His face fell after hearing that. How can you insult your own wife in front of so many people? How do you forget her? She was my wife. His mother noted, don't know that she looked like that, but thought that she was his friend. You hurt her so much, you should treat her in a better way. You never entered your dad house after your marriage. You don't even know her. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why do you leave everyone for that girl? In return, you are getting nothing. You left her, so it's useless to think about her. She left me because you forced me to marry her. I told you about her. She wasn't good for you. She was having affairs behind your back, but you were blind, and also she was a daughter of means, and so I can't accept anything good from her. And your wife is so beautiful. You should come back, otherwise I throw you out of the company. Mom, now you are forcing me. Yes, I am, and I can. At home, one was lying while staring at the ceiling where her tears were falling. She was feeling so down. She saw him after so many months, and he insulted her, but she never accepted anything for him. But she thought that she didn't deserve to be insulted like that. She still remembered the when he had a hateful look on his face on the day and they got married. She didn't want to become his wife because she knew that it would be hard for him to accept her. She knew that he was forced, but she couldn't do anything. She didn't want any love from me and didn't hate him because she understood his feelings. But after seeing him again broke up the way he treated her broke up, she thought that he was kind, but he was not. After a week again, there was no one at home and she was alone. She was just watching the movie, but the insult was still ringing in her mind. She tried to ignore it and then he entered the house. She didn't notice him when he walked towards her. He stopped and looked at her. He was staring at her, but then he smiled. I didn't know that you came there because of Mon. I thought that you were one of James' friends. I didn't mean to insult you. So what is your name? He sat down and asked. My name is Vine. He hummed. She sat down. She wanted to get up. She looked at him when he was staring at her. Why are you looking at me like that? You look like a... He laughed. So what if I'm... But he didn't love someone else with your head. My man, don't talk about that because I don't like it. I'm sorry, it's okay. You're not the one who calls me because girls are always thought that I am. Can I ask you something? You know, why do you come back suddenly? He smirked and started leaning towards her and slowly she was laying back. He was staring into her eyes. Don't you like it? I thought that you would be happy to see me. I'm happy, but I know that you are not. I decided to see my beautiful wife, so I came back. Really, he nodded, but I thought that you didn't want to see me. Yeah, because I thought that you were behind that, but you weren't. I don't know that. You are innocent. Sibling, he was offering her, but there was some space between them. Why do you think that I was forced? I don't know, but I now realize that you are also forced. You know that, and you know she left me after me, so that means we can get together. So what if she didn't leave? So would you continue your relationship with her? Why do you want me to answer that? Do you like me? You are my husband, and will you have me to get out of here? But I don't know. And then they heard his brother's wife. He sat straight and mine also sat down. June Anthony was shocked to see him like that. Is this a dream? No, this is not. But what's the reason? Are you again forced? He asked his brother. He went looked at him and no, I'm not. I decided to start a new life. Yes, but for women it's also good for men because she has always left alone. He looked at her and he found her sweet and innocent. His brother sat down and talked with them. Jan could talk like nothing at him and mind felt so good to see him talking like that because she was seeing him in a as kind. At night, she was standing in the closet and he came. She didn't know that he entered. She stood behind her. She suddenly looked back and got scared. He smirked. What are you doing here? She asked. This is my room. She got and he put his hands on her shoulders. We should start a new family. Why is he suddenly asking this? She thought. Don't think that I'm talking because I want something for you. I'm thinking about it for many months. Because I also want a family. After that, his scent was so beautiful. She closed her eyes after feeling it. She was felt good. He broke Jack. I never hated you, and about that I still felt bad because I shouldn't talk with you like that. I don't remember you. Zion's friend we tried so many times to interrupt me between me, so I told that you were one of them. So don't feel bad. He said by covering her face. Really? You know, will you help me to go back? Yes, I will help you, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. You will be happy. And after hearing that, she didn't care about whether he did what he did or not. She trusted everyone so easily. She thought that he was really that kind. The next day, when woke up and he was sleeping, she got up and didn't feel anything for him. Sometimes she thought that she still loved her ex-fiancé. In her heart, she knew that Janko would leave her one day. She looked at him for the last time and went in the closet. And after an hour, she opened her eyes and sat down. She was standing in front of the mirror while staring at the beautiful earrings. He stood behind her. She didn't have any idea. Suddenly, she looked up and saw him through the mirror. She looked at him and why did you wake up so early? I always wake up early, you know. I like you. But why suddenly? She asked. I don't know. And I know you don't like me. You don't have to lie. And what's so special about that man? Whom are you talking about? What's that man who was here facing? He might be shocked, but I know him. She got frozen after hearing that. And you know what? When I decide to move on, then no one can stop me. I start to forget the person. And you don't have to feel a mess about me. Sarah left me because I married you. Now I don't care. He was talking like he was saying it with his hands out, ready to believe it. You are petting him from not only the outside but also inside. And Harry didn't come back, and she didn't wasn't waiting for him because she thought that he would not come back again. She was eating the snacks while watching the movie, but suddenly he entered the room and she was shocked to see him. She believed that she wouldn't see him again, but he really came back. He smiled and walked towards her. It was no, I was waiting for you, she lied. What a beautiful lie, but I believe that is just to make myself happy. Do you believe I did something? No, I just want to sleep later. You didn't wear this perfume in morning. The perfume was different. He opened his eyes and looked at her and smiled. I think so. You don't. No, I own a perfume company, so I went there to check so many perfumes. You should stop doubting me because I don't want any other girl. I was not doubting. She smiled and he nodded. He knew that she didn't love him or like him. He knew that she was also forced like him. 6 months later, Van was sitting at the floor. Her head was hurting like that. She took the medicine, but still it was hurting. She closed her eyes to relax, but then she heard the footsteps. She opened her eyes and saw a beautiful girl walking towards her in heels. She stared at her in silence. She said, "Why you wine?" she asked. "But why? I want to tell you the truth about your friend." Husband was staring in his room. Luna smiled. Yes, he said beside her. Actually, I'm his close friend. We know each other since childhood. And you know what? He is forgetting. He doesn't like you. Luna looked at Van while smiling, but her smile fell after seeing Van's face. Do you care or not? He's your husband. You should know what he does behind your back. You know that he had a deal with his mother. He wanted to get back with Daddy, and after leaving, he still cared for her. He still texted her. He did so much for her, but she didn't want to get back to him. He's using you. Why didn't say anything? He just stayed at her. I know you are feeling bad, but you don't need to be strong. If you are his friend, then why are you telling me this? Because I'm also gotta care for your feelings. I know you how much a man can broke you. I don't want to happen this happen. I do advise you to play with him, use him like he did. Don't get lost in his fake love. If you don't believe me, then one day he will tell you that he still loves and you will regret not listening to me. I didn't say anything and Luna got up. Now it's up to you to do what you want. I hope you will believe me. She smiled and walked out. And one was standing in the bathroom. She was holding that box. She didn't know what to do. She started to believe in that girl. She doubted him and always thought that he was faking everything. She took the pill without telling me one was a little dumb. She had that and walked out. Young looked at her and smiled. She found something strange in his smile. He looked like he was also faking it. He sat down on the bed without saying anything. What happened? Nothing. I'm just studying. Got him and sat down beside her. She lay down and he put his hand on her face. Martin and Luna's were raining. Luna also told her that day when he insulted her, he knew that he pretending like he didn't know her. He wanted to insult her and that broke once. I didn't do anything, but still I'm suffering the most. She was staring at the ceiling while thinking that. The next day she was sitting while her head was hurting so much. She didn't know what to do about it. She was holding it. There was no one in the house. Luna's words were ringing in her mind. She closed her eyes and fell asleep. She opened them. After half an hour, I saw him sitting beside her, was checking if she was okay or not. Are you okay? Did you take another medicine? No, I'm just feeling tired. He hummed, you will feel good, so let's get ready. He got up and they walked towards him and he was holding her face and his head was on his shoulder. She just wanted to rest. But she was feeling so tired. At night, she was sitting beside him while her head was hurting near her. Sarah was sitting in front of them, but he didn't even look at her. He was talking with his friends. Sarah was staring at him and that was pissing her nerves when even the man didn't want to feel that he was her husband. She looked at him and he seemed like he didn't care. Why, she's my friend Luna, man, and she sat him beside her. Sarah was staring at him. So, why, what did you think? I don't talk about this right now, please. Luna nodded and told her fine, we didn't believe it. They had dinner once I were on him. But it seemed like he didn't care about Sarah anymore. They came back home and after taking so many pills, she felt peace. And but then again, she was standing in the bathroom and holding the pills. She doubted him because she always thought that he was pretending. She took the pill. She believed that one day he would leave her, so she didn't want to take any risk. She came out and laid him beside him. She hugged her because he was worried for her condition. He had no idea that his own friend revealed that to his wife, and because of it, Farm was getting weak day by day. The next morning, she looked at him. She got up and looked at him. She started to develop hate for him, and the whole week passed, and her condition got worse. He came back and saw her laying on the bed in pain. Why are you okay? He checked and she was burning in fear. She became red, like she got a very bad allergy. He immediately picked her up, and because it became hard for her to talk in pain, he took her to the hospital. After a week, she opened her eyes and saw Mac. Her eyes widen after seeing him. Mac was her ex-friend. He became a doctor. Why are you okay? She didn't say anything. He got a very bad allergy, but because you're allergic to them, we will get better, but not easily. Dewey junk wanted that they looked like him. She will get better soon. Why did you do that? She turned face as he did once was a dad. Why are you not dancing? Who gave you that? I don't want to talk about it. She hasn't been after saying that. He became white. He touched her out of her hand. You will get better soon. He held her hands. She closed her eyes. 2 weeks later, she got so much better. She herself didn't notice she was allergic to them. He was behaving so well, but in her mind she had doubt because of Luna. Now she was walking towards her room, and suddenly she stopped in front of his room. She heard some voice. She walked towards the door and suddenly opened it. She saw him standing in front of. Why are you giving her more importance than me? Am I not your wife? And then once filled on an art box. Forced to marry, but not. But I am feeling like you are forgetting me. So she is his second wife. You will go with me. Man stand on her art box spinning. She didn't know what was going. She felt on a roasted conscience because of sadness and grief.